I know in July, DFL endorsed you,
Yes.
and it was a huge victory for your campaign. And then, unfortunately, on later on, we found out that the endorsement was rescinded. Do you want to talk about that and how that affected your campaign, if it did? I know in the past you said they might take the endorsement, but they can't take the people away from me.
Yes.
So if you want to touch that.
I appreciate that. Yes, absolutely. So I'm going to take a step back to just let folks know that in the process, rather than having a primary vote,
Mhm,
we have something called the caucuses and convention
mhm,
for the endorsement. And so there's a volunteer group that is put together by the party that set up the caucuses in which on the caucus night people go out to things called their local precincts,
mhm,
which are like neighborhood gatherings where they talk about the candidates and initiatives that they support.
mhm.
And then folks are elected as delegates. Those delegates then go on to the convention, and whoever gets 60% of the vote on the convention day at the convention gets endorsed. And so we had volunteers that were from the party from the city that were spending a lot of hours, hundreds of hours, putting together the caucus, putting together the convention, setting it up, making sure that it's accessible, making sure that there are prayer breaks, for example, and things like that. And so a lot of effort went into it by volunteers. And so we went through a process in which we got endorsed. Not only our race, but the park board races got endorsed, right?
Mhm.
And so fast forward, we got the endorsement, and after we got the endorsement, it ruffled a lot of feathers. People were upset, especially the establishment.
Yeah,
There weren't no one was expecting us to win,
yeah,
but it shows you that the city is ready for a new direction.
yeah, for sure.
And uh, there was a body made up of 28 members from the Constitutional Bylaws and Rules Committee at at the state level
Mhm.
that mostly out of city Minneapolis.
Yeah,
A lot of folks are actually allies with the mayor,
mhm,
supporting the mayor's campaign
yeah,
that took away the endorsement. In fact, one of the mayor's supporters said that we have a lot of campaign donations, a lot of a lot of wealthy donors that are saying that we're not allowed to cash our checks unless we take away the endorsement from Omar.
wow,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And so that's literally the wealthy class, the wealthy donors bullying their way through. And so they played their games and removing the endorsement, but it only backfired. We saw a huge spike in support, a huge spike in donations, people coming out to door knock. We had close to 300 people door knock right after the endorsement was taken away the day after
yeah.
or the weekend after.
So that added more fire to the woods.
It added a lot more fire to the campaign, a lot more energy. It became national attention also.
Mhm.
Folks from like CNN and MSNBC and New York Times and all these folks reaching out for interviews and talking about what's happening because
Yeah,
they wanted to understand how this was possible.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
And because this was historic, there has never been a candidate that defeated an incumbent in the mayoral process for the endorsement since the party was founded 80 years ago. That never happened before. So
Wow.
this was the first time it happened. And of course, folks were not happy about it, especially the establishment. But again, like you said, I said earlier, they could take away the endorsement, but they couldn't take away the people. And so we're knocking thousands of doors. We've knocked thousands of doors daily and calling thousands of people, reaching out to people. And on the doors, we're hearing that folks want a new mayor and they want new leadership. And folks are going to be shocked on election night when we come out on top.